So hello, I'm Anthony Habayeb. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Monitaur, and we are the leading AI governance solution to the insurance industry. We started the company in 2019, way before AI governance was a topic that people wanted to talk about. And we felt that insurance was absolutely the right place to really bring our capabilities to. Why? Because this industry literally runs on models. Regulation is hugely complex. And this is a place that has huge impact on our lives. And if we can help the insurance industry to build great governance, then we can have great impact on broader society. So how do we focus on insurance? We have customers, some of the best brands in their respective lines of business. We engage with the regulators to make sure we understand how to help our carriers meet their expectations and needs. We work with vendors that sell to carriers, so when you're buying AI solutions, how can a vendor create confidence in that experience? And then we have an amazing slate of advisors around our business, some of them in the crowd today. So since 2019, we've been talking about AI governance, machine learning assurance, but not everyone's been really ready to act. Some of you may already have programs. Some of you might be thinking about building an AI governance program. Please do not let this program be about ethics and compliance. Yes, that's important, but that's not the thing that's going to get budget to solve AI governance. It just isn't. And so I'm going to talk a little bit today about what are some of the things we see through our customers and through the industry that really help to enable a successful governance program. And this slide is just offering some third-party opinions on the correlation between investments in governance and unlocking value and success with data analytics and AI. And that's really important. Let governance be an enabler of transformation. Don't let it be a reaction to regulations. So, a few anecdotes. Embed, trust, and verify. What does that mean? Successful AI governance cannot be something that your risk department pushes down. It can't be a questionnaire, it can't be a form, it can't be, hey, tell me how you did the following 15 things. A good program should be living in the business. Your model developer should know what's expected. Your third-party risk team should be able to clearly know what to ask vendors as it relates to AI risk. Your business teams, when they propose an AI project that says this thing will have $100 million of impact on our business, there should be a line item there that says this is the investment that I'm going to make in governance. Also, as one of the most acute pains our customers are talking about is third-party risk management. One of the things we often do when we bring in vendors to our company is we ask them questions, and then they answer these questions and we decide if we're comfortable. When it comes to AI, one of the, I'd say, misnomers that exists is that you can't ask a vendor about their AI system in a way that you can get comfortable with the risk, or that you can't test their system because it's proprietary. I can't give you access. Through our customers, I can tell you that's not true. You can absolutely, especially for a high-risk vendor, like, are you really going to let some AI system in your building to automate claims and you haven't actually objectively tested or validated that system? That feels crazy, but you're doing it because you feel like the vendor said, this is proprietary, I can't show you things. You can access the same endpoint you would send your data to evaluate that system for robustness or accuracy, fairness. These are the kinds of things that our customers are doing, and we're really happy to be enabling them to embed governance in their business and not just trust what people say they're doing, but to objectively test and verify it. This slide might be objectionable. What the heck is a CEO of an AI governance company doing saying human in the loop is not the answer? It could be a crutch, and if it's not used correctly, I think it's ineffective. So having humans involved in AI is obvious. It's critical, right? We want to build for certain objectives and goals. But could you imagine being the employee that is the person that verifies a prediction and you're the one that's going to raise your hand and say your $50 million system is bad? What incentive is there for that human to actually help to correct something or fix a problem, right? So as you are thinking about your AI governance program, be inspired by building for human not in the loop. Like, think about building robust systems with assurances and objectivity and testing such that when you deploy it, you don't have to have a system that's dependent upon a human touching every prediction before the prediction can go live. That's solvable. Like, we build a lot of complex software in our companies, right? We don't check every single piece of software that gets deployed every single day. Why are we thinking about doing that with AI? Because it feels scary. But through great governance, you can reduce the degree of fear and create better assurances. So I would challenge you, as we do our customers, to build for a future where human in the loop is not the answer, it is a piece of a successful governance program. Responsibly automate and integrate. I'd love to see a show of hands. Who in the room has already started an AI governance program? That's great. Who in the room is thinking about automating their governance program? We have one in the back, one right up here. Okay. We talk about AI all the time, and who has not heard agentic AI at least 50 times today? And there's this excitement that I can use agents to do everything in my business. I thought we were also saying we want human in the loop of everything. So how can we possibly have a world where human in the loop and we're going to agentically manage our governance program coexist at the same time? That feels challenging to actually execute. So as we are working with some leading carriers, right, that are further in their program, people we've been working with for 5+ years, there is a maturity you will reach at some point in your program. So first you have to define it, then you can start to manage it, and then eventually you can start to automate your governance. And I think all of you that are trying to build a governance program will likely get challenged in the next year to automate some piece of governance. What I would encourage is be really responsible about that decision. Connect your AI governance program to other risk management pieces. Don't use your generic ITSM system or your third-party risk management system to also manage your AI risk. You don't have to. Buy an AI governance solution or build a program that's interoperable with your other risk categories. Each of you that are thinking about AI governance, you're probably also trying to solve your data governance problem. That's a lot of work. Figure out how to solve that, but let that complement your AI governance program. Connect your AI governance program to your third-party risk, so that when a new vendor comes in, instead of every department, security, privacy, and legal, all having their own AI questions, why can't we harmonize and do a set of questions that would satisfy all the different departments? So think forward. So you were early in this journey. I'd say most of the industry, not I would say, I know most of the industry is quite early in their AI governance program. They're just really living with a committee. They have a policy in place, but they haven't really scaled that program yet. Some people are at the stage that the committee reviews everything. That's not really working. The committee is reviewing spending an hour talking about some low-risk use case that doesn't have a huge impact on the business. That's an expensive phone call in most cases. You usually have chiefs or VPs in that committee that are talking about every idea that the business wants to use. That doesn't really scale. So start thinking about how you can integrate governance with your model development lifecycle. When you're working through your software development lifecycle, you're thinking about the project development journey of a model, embed controls in that process. Back to the first slide. Enable your data scientists to know when they're collecting data, what are the things you need them to do or prove that relate to your governance program. That's what embedding and integrating looks like. Do not build a program that is another form that gets pushed down at the end of a project that asks questions and then gets some sign-off. That is not a transformative experience. If you as a company are here talking to people about AI and agentic AI, and you want to completely change elements of your business through this new technology, then really view governance as the enabler of that. And embed it in your journey and connect it to the other pieces. Many of you don't have third-party risk management systems yet. Use AI as an opportunity to get the investment for third-party risk management, because your company hasn't bought it yet, and you've got thousands of vendors, but now you're worried about AI. So maybe we can use this AI risk as a chance to cause our business to realize we do need better technology to be identifying and mitigating our vendor risk. Because Gartner forecasts that 80% of all vendors you work with will have AI embedded by the middle of next year. So your biggest AI risk is probably not what your team is building internally right now. It's the solutions that are coming from vendors. And so you need to create an integrated and embedded experience to be able to manage that. Okay. So just in closing, I started the company in 2019, as I mentioned earlier. AI governance wasn't even a category. It is now, and I'm really proud of our team that we've earned this role as the leading provider to this industry. But there's still so much work to do. And so the ideal relationships for us are carriers or AI vendors who want to just build great systems and also want to see a company like Monitaur continue to be the best solution for the broader industry. So we are excited about people contributing towards our roadmap. We're excited to have carriers and vendors who want to really bring this whole industry forward in a modern new technology of AI and agentic AI. We have a booth that's over in the life and health area. We have a private room that we can do some meetings in if you'd like. My name's Anthony. This is my contact info. Please reach out if you'd like to talk some more, but thank you for your time.